Hello, welcome to Crypto News. Today is May 23rd, 2025, and the top cryptocurrency news is as follows. Let's start our episode with Pizza Day. As you may know, 15 years ago, Mr. Laszlo Hanyecz went on a forum and said that whoever bought him 2 pizzas, he would send them 10,000 BTC. And if I remember correctly, a farmer complied with his request, bought the 2 pizzas, and then received 10,000 BTC, which if he kept them would be worth $1.1 billion, making those pizzas the most expensive pizzas ever purchased. This is considered the first purchase made with Bitcoin in its history, and we celebrate it every year, as you know. Let's say that many believe that Bitcoin hit a new all-time high just yesterday, which was Pizza Day, something that, as I said, is celebrated every year in the cryptocurrency community. Moving on, let's talk about ETFs. On May 21st, BlackRock made a serious move and saw a $530 million increase in its ETF. The day closed at $607 million. As of May 22nd, we still don't know what BlackRock did, and right now we're at $57 million. Moving on to the exchanges. We'll start with World Liberty Finance, Mr. Trump's DeFi, which we learned bought a token called BUILDon, causing the coin to gain 1,340%. Let's say that this purchase appears to have happened because the same token backs World Liberty Finance's non-USD, so they also decided to buy the token to say thank you. That's how I interpret it. And moving on from this particular token, we go to Kraken, which is going to start offering exchanges for US stocks. Yes, Solana. Popular stocks like Apple, Tesla, Nvidia, and others can now be traded through Kraken's new product, X Stock, which will actually convert these stocks into digital assets or SPL tokens. All of this will be transferred to the Solana network, so it's a tokenization of stocks that we're going to see happen more and more often in the cryptocurrency market. This is, of course, very good news for Solana. Since we're talking about cryptocurrencies, let's move on to SUI, where one of its largest DEXs, if I'm not mistaken, was unfortunately hacked. We're talking about the Cetus DEX, which lost over $200 million. The price of this particular DEX and its native token has dropped 24%, and many of the coins on the DEX, with a few exceptions, have dropped by 80%, 40%, 30%, even 99% due to this incident. The criminals wasted no time and have already transferred $63 million worth of coins and exchanged them for 20,000 ETH. However, the good news in this case is that this DEX quickly reached out to the SUI Foundation and community members. As a result, validators have frozen $162 million from what we have learned, and the DEX thanks the community for its response. SUI itself has acknowledged the incident and stated that it will support the DEX and its community. So that's the latest on SUI, which suffered a 4% loss from this incident, as it was a significant blow to its ecosystem. From SUI, we now move on to Avalanche, which has acquired a new client, FIFA. FIFA, as you know, has its own NFT platform. It started on Algorand, then moved to Polygon, but has now abandoned both and will be building its own layer 1 using Avalanche's infrastructure. And that's pretty much all we know about this particular partnership. So Avalanche has landed a new client, and FIFA will be using Avalanche's technology to have its own blockchain layer 1. And from Avalanche, which is also up 7% on the 24-hour chart, we go to Bitcoin, which is at $111,000, with whales continuing to be long. A whale winning $36 million on a $1.1 billion Bitcoin bet with 40x leverage, as Bitcoin neared $112,000. That wraps up the top news for crypto today, is May 23rd, 2025. I'd like to remind you that the content you just watched is created for educational purposes only and should not be considered as investment advice, but rather as investment opinion. Please subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and feel free to comment. Take care, everyone, and have a good day.